Hi there, I'm Johanna Lee, and today I wanted to talk about three different ways that you can use the fly-in pane on your Google Chrome Gmail account. So I have to tell a little story first. So this weekend I was trying to declutter some books. I find that really hard to do because for some reason I feel like I'm giving up intelligence if I'm giving up a book or I'm giving up opportunity to learn something new. But that is not the case. If I've read it, I will not read it again. Anyway, I was going through this process and I found a book of advice that was given to me for high school graduation. And I decided to read through it all. And one of the tips said, don't learn tricks of the trade, just learn the trade. And I can't disagree more. I love learning tricks of the trade. I think sometimes the trade can be hard, and so learning those tricks is really going to be helpful to you. So hopefully you agree and will find these tricks to be very helpful and to make you more efficient as you go about your day. So I marked three emails important here to kind of show you how cool the integration with the fly-in pane of Gmail is. So the first one that I want to show you is Google Keep. So for those of you that don't know, Google Keep is kind of like the sticky note version for Google products. I really like it because if I jot something down, I can use it on my desktop. If I'm on my phone, I can use the app as well. So they have checklists and a multitude of options. And so if I am I'm going to Dallas in May. And so if I take a note about this and say like Dallas flight, or label it as maybe Dallas flight, what is going to happen is if I see that, and click into this later, I'll be like, okay, I can get my confirmation right here. And it'll take me to that exact email. So it's really nice for things like that, where it's like, I don't want this to be in my inbox, but I want to remember it. So you can make just a note saying like Dallas trip, and then you can link all of your emails. So all you have to do is you have to be in an email and then take a note, and it will take a note related to that email and link it there for you, which is really great. I use that feature all the time, but the one that I use more is actually, let's go to here. The one that I use more than that is actually going to be when I need to meet with someone. So if someone says, hey, look through the attached, but it makes no sense to me, which, I'm new at my job. And so that is my reaction a lot of the times. So what's going to happen, is I'll say like, maybe I should just book time on their calendar. So I'll go to the next day or something and I'll click here. First thing it's going to do is it's going to like default name the calendar invite to whatever the email is, which is really great because, sometimes people be like, what's this email about? Or what's this meeting about? And it'll be like, oh, about the email that you sent, because it's worded exactly the same. Another really cool feature about the fly-in pane for Google Calendar is that if you go to add guests, the people that are suggested here are going to be the people in the email. And so that's really awesome just to like pull it up and then find time for those people. The find time feature isn't like easily accessible on the fly-in pane, but what you can do is you can add them and you can go to your calendar app through here to kind of see their availability and see if the suggested time that you made will work for them. So I use this pretty frequently, like both in my personal life and at work, because it eliminates a lot of the manual nature of scheduling an event in Gmail. And the last one is not as impactful, but I still really do like it because there are a few hacks, believe it or not, for contacts in Google. And so, say I'm on this JetBlue email that says, hey, like get ready for your trip to Salt Lake, which I'm super pumped. I have not read this email yet. But what I want to do is I want to see, who is in this thread so I can see these two things. But what's more important to me is that when I'm looking at a new email, someone new sent it to me, what I can do is I can assign them a tag. And so how that works is you'll see in this thread, you can click on JetBlue, and I can add them to my contacts. So right up here is where you're going to see add to contacts. And so sometimes you can create groups, and there's a lot of fun ways to make that really efficient, which I can make a video about that as well. But it's nice to, anytime you get a new email, to be like, hey, this is Johanna from accounting. And so I'll be able to like add add this person as a contact, maybe create a label, or, kind of similar concept to the scheduling a Gmail events. If I really want to just schedule an event with this person, and it's like, you just emailed me out of the blue, I actually don't know you, so I can go to the contacts line pane, and then I can schedule an event this way. And so it's really nice. It'll make them like part of it already, but it won't do the renaming per the email. So, it's like, hey, I want to meet with JetBlue, and so it'll bring me to kind of this calendar invite. So, as you saw it, Google products are so integrated, and they just come out with more and more cool things. I'm currently trying to teach myself some Google scripting, which is kind of integrations as well. And so, yeah, I would just definitely recommend those three things. So like Google Keep for a sticky note option, quick access to schedule events, and then also kind of adding new contacts as you get emails through your inbox. So hopefully these tricks of the trade are worth it to you, and I hope that you found this helpful.